Hey guys, it's Johnny, and I just wanted to do a quick little video today on lash application. I know a lot of people kind of had questions about how to apply lashes. I have a pretty dramatic eye, little cut crease with the glitter, um, and actually I'm going to do some pictures today, so I have a little artsy idea that I want to do. So this is the eye I chose, and I'm gonna put some lashes on. So I was like, why not go ahead and do a quick little video for you guys and show you some tips and tricks. So first, you want to make sure your lashes are trimmed for your eye shape, and the best way to do that is your beginning of the lash, the one that's closest to your tear duct, needs to be shorter as far as the hairs go. That's how you know the beginning of the lash. So the shorter hair should definitely be towards your tear duct. And then the longer hairs most likely will be on the outer end because they usually give you that like almond shape. But if they are short on both sides, then when you trim your lash, if they're short on both sides, it's longer in the center, which is what I actually prefer because I have very almond small eyes. So this gives me more of a round, large eye. If that is the case, then what you want to do is you want to cut a little bit off of both sides of your lashes before you apply them, because you don't want to cut off too much of that inner part. Then you'll just have a weird long area in the very front part of your eye. In the beginning of your eye, you'll have that really long area, and then it'll go short. So that's going to be really weird. It's actually going to have your eye looking really uneven. So if you do have the type of lash that I have where it's longer in the center, you want to cut a little bit off of both ends. If you have the, normal cat eye shaped where it's longer on the outer part, then you definitely should trim from that outer part a little bit. And usually for a natural eye, those outer hairs are really long anyway. So especially if I freelance, I normally will go ahead and trim some from the outer part because most people don't really want it to be that extreme. So that's a good little tip, for trimming. And honestly, even if the lash seems to fit you perfectly, I love to trim a little bit because that keeps you from having it poking you in the tear duct throughout the day. It keeps you from having to have that discomfort when you're blinking. A lot of ladies like, I feel it, I feel it. It's like you got to trim a little bit, and then you won't feel anything throughout the day. So a super important part is going to be the glue you choose. There's a lot of different ones. The ones that I chose today is the House of Lashes, and I like it because it's waterproof. It stays put, and I notice as well, like if someone has very watery eyes, it still will apply. Whereas some glues, you can't apply them to a watery eyelid or to a wet area. So you always want to make sure that you have something that's going to work for your eyes. Make sure you don't have any allergies because some glues have, chemicals in them that might stir up people's allergies. So you kind of want to make sure if you have any allergies to products, do your research, before you just pop some glue on there. Especially if you're one of those people that a lot of things bother you, definitely want to be careful. So what I've done is just line that whole lash band there with some glue, just a very thin layer. You can kind of see it there. The glue looks white until it dries. And then the best way for me to apply it is looking downwards at a mirror. So I actually have like one of those little mirrors like this, and I love it for that because I can just look down and pop my lash on. You just like hold it, pull it up like that halfway, and then you can look over it and just pop them on. But since I'm doing this, I just kind of want to show you guys on a compact because everyone might not have that type of mirror. So on a compact, literally, if you hold that compact right below your face, place the lash in the center of your eye. And when you put that glue on, you do want to let it sit on there for a good 15 to 20 seconds. So, I was pretty much talking to you guys during the mild dry time, but you want to let it sit there for a couple seconds so that the glue can get somewhat tacky. That way, when you do decide to place the lash on your lid, it adheres better. So what I do is I place it down on my lid, and then I just push it back towards my eye. You can see me kind of pushing it now. You just want to push it back towards your eye like this. You can be gentle. And then also what I like to do is press underneath. So what that is doing is it's blending your eye with your eyelashes with the false eyelashes, basically. A lot of people, sometimes they'll put on lashes and you can see that space below the false lash and between the two. That's not what we're going for. You definitely want those two things to be together. So you want to go in and just press it down to your eyelash and make sure it's sitting tight on top of your lash. That's going to give you the best illusion for falsies. And that's our finished product right there. So that's the one eye. I'm going to pop the other one on real quick and then I'll show you guys. I already have my eyeliner on, and it's usually easier that way because if you do happen to have any mishaps with getting the lash down, the eyeliner will kind of help you to hide any issues. Whereas if you don't have on your liner first and you just pop that lash on, you can't put liner in between the two. So like I said before, I'm just going to place it down on my lid. And then you want to stretch it out. And this one, I've actually cut them pretty short because I like my lashes to be like right within the width of my liner. So I don't like my lashes to be anywhere near my tear duct because I wear contacts and I don't want those issues. Like I don't want to have to be, fixing it all day. So I like to have it a little shorter and it just kind of flares out. So that's why, I'm kind of further out here. And really the more you wear lashes, the more you understand your eye shape and what you prefer, then you can kind of cut them differently. But that's the lash and it's on, it's secure. They're ready. So hopefully that helped you guys with some tips on applying those false lashes, especially because the holidays are coming. I know everyone's going to be extra, fancy with the makeup. So hopefully that'll give you guys a little tip or trick. See you guys next time. Bye.